In this snip, we're going to create a new DigitalOcean droplet, otherwise known as a virtual private server. I'm already signed into my DigitalOcean account, and because I don't have any droplets created yet, I'm being offered a blue Create Droplet button as a shortcut to create my first one. However, I'll head up to the green Create button and choose Droplets. And then the first thing I need to do is choose which distribution will be running on my server. Ubuntu 16.04 happens to be the recommended distribution for the software I'll be installing, so I'll leave it as is. And then I need to choose a size. I'm going to be installing a lightweight blogging platform which only needs 1 GB of memory, so I'll choose the appropriate option here. And then I'm going to enable backups. These happen automatically once a week, but they do come at an additional monthly cost. If you need additional storage, you can add a volume here. I'm not going to need to for my application, so I'll skip this step and move on to choosing a data center. I anticipate most of my users to be from the east coast of America, so I'll choose one of the New York locations. And then under additional options, I'm going to enable monitoring for additional metrics and alerting. If you require IPv6 support, you can enable that here. And if you require networking between droplets, you can turn on private networking. DigitalOcean recommends using SSH keys to secure your SSH connections to your droplets. And to do that in Windows, you can use PuTTY and PuTTYGen. You can download them by heading to putty.org, going to the download link, and finding the installer for PuTTY, and further down the page, puttygen.exe. I've already got them downloaded, and I'll start with PuTTYgen. Generate a new public-private key pair, and then move my mouse around in the blank area to generate my keys. I'll save my public key. This can be just a text file. And then I'll also save my private key. I'm not going to use a passphrase so that I don't need to type a password to access my droplet. And then I'll copy the text in this box. Back on DigitalOcean, I click New SSH Key, paste in that key content that I just generated, and name this key. Then I add the key, and this will be automatically used within my new droplet. If I want to create multiple droplets at the same time, I can increase the amount that will be created at once. Notice I get the option to specify multiple host names. I only need one, so I'll leave it on that. And now I need to choose a host name. This will be shown both within the DigitalOcean dashboard and also within the droplet itself. When you're happy with all of your settings, click Create, and DigitalOcean will start creating that droplet for you. As soon as I have my IP address, I can click Copy, and then head to PuTTY to start configuring my remote SSH session for connections into this host. I start by pasting the IP address, and then heading to Data under Connection and specifying the auto login username. That'll be root, and then under SSH, I go to auth, and I need to browse to that private key I created earlier. Finally, head back up to Session and give this session a name that you want it to be saved against, and then remember to click Save. In the future, if you want to bring up the saved connection, click the name you just provided and then click Load. It looks like my droplet's now ready, so if I go to PuTTY and click Open, I need to accept my server's key fingerprint, and you'll notice that it's used my public key to authenticate me, and I'm automatically signed in as root. We're now able to start configuring this droplet for whatever purpose we have intended for it. So that's been creating a new DigitalOcean droplet. Thank you for watching.